Member for Drummoyne.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We can learn a lot about the aspirations and dreams of young people when we listen closely to them and pay attention to the challenges they are facing. And tonight I rise to speak of a few inspiring young leaders in my community. I wish to firstly acknowledge two local students that participated in the Y New South Wales Youth Parliament that was held over the July school holidays. It was at the Youth Parliament that I met two young members for Drummoyne, Paul Breadakis and Nikita Shebekov. As part of a week of activities, these two members had the opportunity to make contributions to debates in this House, and I chaired a mock private members statement session where I heard both Paul and Nikita make their contributions to this House. And I wish to share their contributions today. Paul's speech was delivered as follows. The Y New South Wales is not the only community organisation that believes in the power of inspired young people. The Australian Defence Force Cadets currently prepares 28,000 young leaders of tomorrow across the Air Force, Army and Navy cadets. Every member of the ADF cadets renders a service to their community that is second only to the soldiers and officers of the ADF, who safeguard our nation faithfully at home and abroad. All cadets owe the skills they learn to the volunteers who dedicate their precious time to the development of others. While uniformed volunteers do receive payment for their time, our state does not pay the ordinary civilian instructors, just good, honest Australians who dedicate themselves for weeks at a time to the cadets organisation. Speaker, in the midst of our current cost of living crisis, this is unacceptable. If we want to keep on raising generations of young leaders and professionals, those who will sit in this time-honoured chamber after we are long gone, the least we can do is pay every volunteer who trains them an honest wage for their time. Nikita's speech was delivered as follows. With great conviction, I propose that Australia not only stays on its current path but sets seats at the table. A table that prioritises diplomacy and peace over aggression. It is in our collective hands to shape a future where dialogue and understanding prevails. Australia as a nation has always been known for its resilience, innovation and unwavering spirit. But with recent events of violent acts of war in Ethiopia, Myanmar and Ukraine, we have seen how easily people and nations are affected. I believe that true strength, a truly admirable and virtuous nation, not only sits down at the table, but also extends an unwavering hand of compassion and understanding, inviting others to join them in breaking bread, sharing stories, and embracing the power of dialogue and diplomacy. My family has run away from the collapse of the Soviet Union and the conflict in the Middle East. Do not put my mother and brother through that again. Please sit at the table. Both of these speeches are powerful and considered, and I wish to acknowledge Nikita and Paul for spending their holidays in this House, trying to make our state a better place for all, and particularly for young people. I'm always encouraged to see young people who want to get involved, and I sincerely congratulate them for their participation. It was lovely to meet them both, and I wish them all the best. And Madam Speaker, I also recently hosted Lucy Colonia from Rosebank College for a week of work experience in my electorate office. And during this time, she shared what she believes are the top issues facing young people. And she suggested how we as parliamentarians can help shape the future to better support young people. And Lucy noted important things: mental health, social media, education, climate change and civic involvement affecting young people today. And she offered a vision for the future of education, one that is equitable for all, and one where civic education in schools is promoted. Lucy highlighted key areas of concern for young people, particularly regarding the impacts of social media on youth mental health and climate change, and ensuring we are conserving our environment responsibly and in a forward-thinking way. Lucy is someone who wants to be involved in her local community and be an active voice in discussion around policy. She sees voting as an opportunity to have a say in policy and to be heard. And what I've described is that young people like Lucy, Paul and Nikita are facing new challenges, and as their representatives, we must listen so they are empowered to participate and supported to thrive. And I'd like to thank Lucy for volunteering her time to work in my office and to serve our community. Thank you, Lucy, for bravely sharing your ideas and being a voice for young people. I know that your family, friends and school community would be immensely proud. Thank you.
Member